What will humans look like in 1,000 years? Or 10,000? Not in the science fiction sense of glowing eyes or teleportation powers, but in the real, biological, and technological evolution of our species. Because the story of human evolution is still being written, and we are now not just characters in that story, we are becoming the co-authors. Let's begin with the basics. Evolution never stopped. Our DNA is still changing, adapting, selecting. But the pressure isn't coming from predators or climate anymore. It's coming from us, our choices, our environments, and increasingly, our technology. In the past, survival meant strength, speed, or resistance to disease. Now, survival might mean being able to thrive in cities, adapt to constant digital stimulation, or handle the long-term effects of processed food and screen-based social lives. Take, for example, our brains. The modern human brain has already shrunk slightly compared to ancient ancestors like Cro-Magnon, not because we're getting dumber, but possibly because we're becoming more specialized. Outsourcing memory to smartphones, direction sense to GPS, and even emotional regulation to algorithms. Will future humans be even more cognitively streamlined? Perhaps with greater efficiency and less noise. Or consider the gut. Studies suggest we're losing microbial diversity, the bacteria that help digest food and regulate immunity, thanks to antibiotics, sanitation, and diets low in variety. Could future humans have weaker digestive systems or need synthetic microbiomes just to process nutrients? Now stretch the timeline. Climate change is pushing humans into new extremes. As temperatures rise and environments shift, future generations may evolve darker skin for increased UV protection in places once temperate, or develop physiological adaptations to heat and dehydration. Meanwhile, sedentary lifestyles are already affecting our bodies. Spines adapted for walking long distances now slouch over desks and screens. Could we eventually evolve to be shorter, with curved necks or more efficient sitting postures? But this is where biology meets engineering. Because unlike any other species in history, we're not just waiting for evolution to do its work. We're editing it. CRISPR and other gene editing tools have already been used to alter embryos, legally and controversially. We're approaching a time when inherited diseases may be preventable. But it doesn't stop there. What if we could enhance memory, intelligence, or physical endurance? Create humans resistant to radiation for space travel? Or engineer babies to be taller, more symmetrical, more ideal? It's a Pandora's box. Once we open it wide enough, the definition of natural evolution blurs. And then there's the merging, not of genes, but of flesh and machine. Neuralink and other brain-computer interfaces are early steps toward fusing consciousness with technology. Imagine future humans with instant access to the internet, memory backups, or real-time language translation, all without lifting a finger. Will this be the next leap? Not Homo sapiens, but Homo technologicus? And if our minds can live inside machines, what happens to our bodies? Do they become obsolete? Decorative? Optional? Of course, none of this happens in a vacuum. Evolution, natural or artificial, reflects culture. Our values, fears, and priorities will shape what we choose to keep, what we change, and what we discard. But here's the deeper question. Should we evolve just to survive, or also to thrive? Will the future human be stronger, smarter, more peaceful? Or will our modifications lead to unintended consequences, loss of empathy, inequality between enhanced and unenhanced, or even speciation, where we divide not by race or class but by biology itself? And what if AI evolves faster than we do? Right now, machines are learning at exponential speeds. Could there come a point where we're no longer at the center of our own evolutionary story? Could the next phase of human evolution be not human at all? Here's the paradox. The more control we gain over our evolution, the more responsibility we carry. We are no longer passengers on nature's path, we're driving the vehicle. But are we wise enough to steer it? Because evolution used to be about survival of the fittest. Now it may be about survival of the wisest. And in that light, the future of human evolution isn't just about what we can become. It's about who we choose to be.